This is my audience for my informative speech for Speech 103. My name is Richael Saxon. I'm a registered nurse. I work at a healthcare facility, and that is what prompted me to choose the topic I chose today. The topic I'll be talking to you about is proper hand hygiene in preventing the spread of illness such as the flu. Flu season is up and coming. Flu season begins mid-October and peaks between December and February, ending in May. The CDC estimates that between 12,000 and 56,000 people will die of the flu each year. The reason that number varies so much is because how many people die depends on how many people were vaccinated and on the strain of the flu that is present that year. The CDC says that your first line of defense for preventing yourself from getting the flu is to be vaccinated, but not everyone's able to be vaccinated. Some people are allergic to the flu vaccine, and some people just choose not to get it. But the CDC says that there's a do-it-yourself vaccine that you can use. It's not really a vaccine, but the do-it-yourself vaccine is hand washing. Michigan State did a research study, and they found that only 67% of individuals practice hand hygiene at all. And out of that 67%, only 5% practice hand hygiene correctly. Proper hand hygiene is the first line of defense and the simplest and easiest method to prevent yourself from contracting illnesses such as the flu. I will explain proper hand hygiene so that you can be protected for the upcoming flu season. So we touch many surfaces every day. We touch as many as 300 surfaces every 30 minutes, and we put ourselves at risk for coming into contact with up to 840,000 germs. Those germs end up on our hands, and then we touch our noses, our mouths, our eyes, and we give those germs away into our bloodstream. And thusly, we cause ourselves to get diseases and illnesses such as the flu. So when should you wash your hands, since you're always in contact with so many surfaces? You should wash your hands after petting an animal, after using the bathroom, after coming into contact with fecal matter of an animal, a child, or yourself, and urine. You should wash your hands before and after preparing food or any time that your hands are visibly dirty. So how do we wash our hands? The CDC has shortened hand washing into 5 simple steps. It's wet, lather, scrub, rinse, and dry. So first you want to wet your hands under running water. You want to be sure that the water is not stagnant, because stagnant sitting water can be a breeding ground for bacteria. Once your hands are wet, you want to lather them. Lather all surfaces of your hands, the back of your hands, the palm of your hands. You want to pay close attention to between your fingers and under your fingernails. After your hands have been lathered, you want to scrub vigorously for 20 seconds. That's the equivalent of singing the happy birthday song twice. Once you've scrubbed vigorously for 20 seconds, you'll rinse your hands again under running water, not stagnant water. And then lastly, you'll want to dry your hands thoroughly. It's important to make sure that your hands are thoroughly dried, because if you don't thoroughly dry your hands, wet hands and wet areas, once again, are a breeding ground for bacteria, and they make it easier for bacteria to be transferred. What if you've touched a doorknob or a toilet or another surface that can cause you to come into contact with bacteria, but you're not around a sink? There are times when it is okay to use hand sanitizer. The CDC says it's okay to use hand sanitizer if your hands are not visibly soiled. If you have any visible dirt on your hands or on your fingernails, you should always opt to wash your hands. Hand sanitizer, though, is not 100% effective. It doesn't kill as many germs as washing your hands. 2 germs in particular that hand sanitizer does not kill is Clostridium difficile, or C. diff, and norovirus. Both of those cause severe diarrhea. And on the same topic as that, if you've ever looked at a Germ-X bottle, Germ-X bottles say they kill 99.9% of bacteria. That 0.1 that the hand sanitizer doesn't kill is the germs I spoke of. So if you're going to use hand sanitizer, you want to pay close attention that the hand sanitizer has at least 60% alcohol. You'll want to take that hand sanitizer, apply enough product that you're able to cover all surfaces of your hands thoroughly. You want to scrub really vigorously, usually about 20 seconds until the product is dry. It's really important that you scrub vigorously because the friction actually helps to kill the bacteria as well as the alcohol. As I said, it's important that you let your hands dry when you're rubbing them together. You don't want to wipe them off on any surface because that can actually decrease the effectiveness of the hand sanitizer. So, in conclusion, I hope that I explained to you how to take care of yourselves and others and how to prevent the spread of illness for this up and coming flu season. It's important to wash your hands not only to prevent yourself from becoming sick, but it can also prevent the spread of illness so that you protect your family members, your loved ones, and the community. That's it. Thank you.